Hey folks, this is Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking, and in this vlog we are going to be talking about what are your thoughts about riding on private trails. Not too long ago I was riding on a private trail. It had a really good time, and I posted a picture, a little video on Instagram of my buddy and his son riding down this pretty technical staircase. It was on private trails. I asked permission before I posted the video, and a lot of people watched it, a lot of people liked it, and some of my friends said, hey, where is this place? I'd like to go and visit it. And I was in this situation where, what do I say? And I basically said, I can't tell you. I can't tell you because they're not my trails. They're private. After that, I thought, you know what? Private trails. That's kind of like a topic. That's like could be a pretty sensitive topic. Could even be a little bit of a touchy topic. So I figured, let me ask you folks what your thoughts are about private trails. Let me run over a couple things that I wanted to kind of ask you about this whole topic. Number one, private trails can be good and they can be bad. So let's talk about the bad first so we can end on a good note. First thing, private trails, odds are you probably don't own that land, or whoever built the trail didn't own the land, right? I mean, we're not all fortunate to own acres and acres of property. So that means you're building on someone else's land, right? I mean, if it ain't yours, it's somebody's. So are you poaching? Should you even be on that property? Not for nothing, but if you live in New Jersey, this is like the sue capital of the world. We just sue people. That's all we do all day, is we just try to find different reasons to sue people. That's like screaming, sue me, sue me. If you go and build on somebody's land and you get hurt, that's not cool. So you're building on someone else's land. What are your thoughts about that? I don't know how good that is. The other thing too is, if you don't know how to build trails properly, which I would take that as I'm not a good trail builder. You're building trails that other people may be riding, and how safe are they, right? Are you building like obstacles and features? Did you build something out of wood not properly where somebody got hurt, right? I mean, I'm not trying to sound like Mr. Downer over here, but these are realistic things that you have to think about. Do you want to go ride on somebody's teeter-totter that's 20 feet up in the air and you don't know how they built it? I mean, that's kind of scary. They might not be the safest thing in the world, right? And the other thing too is whether the feature or the trail is safe or not. Regardless of that, you're out in the middle of nowhere that people might not be riding those trails that often. So if you ride out there by yourself, you could be seriously screwed if you get hurt. So private trails, there's some downsides to them. So now, fine. Good side. Remember, ended on an up note. Good note. Private trails can generally have some of the coolest stuff on them because there's no rules, right? I mean, you do whatever you want. Probably some of the best dirt jumps I've seen were built by people that just had a passion to build dirt jumps, and they built them on their own. Some of the coolest obstacles you see sometimes are built on private trails because you can build whatever you want. You go out there, someone tears down their deck, you go steal all that wood, or no, you're not even stealing it, everybody wants to get rid of it. You bring it out into the woods and you build something cool. So private trails can have some pretty cool stunts that other trails that are public probably can't have because it's legal stuff. Private trails also help us push the limits. So think about North Shore riding. That didn't happen by accident. Some folks built some really cool stuff, all right? And that evolved into something more. Odds are those trails were originally built on private trails where people were not allowed to even be building or whatever. But you see what I'm saying here? It pushed the envelope. Mountain bikes came out because people found terrain they wanted to ride on. They wanted to push the envelope. So how could there be a legal mountain bike trail if mountain bikes didn't even exist yet? You see what I'm saying? So private trails can help push it a little bit further. Private trails can also be private. They can be your own trails. The trail that I was riding, well, it's a whole network back over there, they were designed to push the limits of your enduro skills. So my buddy and his friends built these trails so they could go and practice their enduro racing. You can build a private trail to suit your needs. So there's a lot of good that can be around private trails. So that's the topic for this vlog. What are your thoughts about private trails? Do you ride private trails? You don't have to tell us where they are because they really wouldn't be private then. Do you like the idea of private trails? Do you think it's just a bad idea and maybe it gives mountain biking a bad name because people are doing things they shouldn't be doing? And just all around, give me your thoughts. But most importantly, folks, this could be a very touchy topic. So give us your opinions. but don't go flaming anybody else based on their thoughts. If someone goes and leaves a post that say, you know, private trails are bad, and I don't think they're good for the mountain bike industry or the mountain bikes in general. We're not here to hurt anybody's feelings over here. It's an open channel where people can talk. So that's what I want to do with this. What are your thoughts about private trails? Keep the party on the pedals, my friends. Always nice to talk to you. Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. I'll catch you later on. That looks good. That looks real good.
It's cool, right?
Yeah, that looks good.
And it kicks you pretty hard.
Yeah, that looks good.